Back here on the Columbia Cougars Coaches Show, Mediacom Channel 22, with Athletic Director and Head Coach of the Columbia Cougars, Bob Burchard. Cougars, again, as we mentioned, at number 19 in the top 25 poll. The women have won 14 in a row heading into these games this week in conference play. Perfect record for Coach Davis's team. They're number 15. Your softball team with Coach Wendy Spratt, they're getting ready to head off to parts a little warmer, I guess, in Arkansas, depending on how things go there. But their preseason ranking at 20. Of course, the volleyball team with Minnow went all the way to the national championship, finished at number 5. And the soccer team for Coach Klein, their second year in a row to the national tournament, finished at number 23. So all 5 teams in that top 25 either currently or finished their respective season. That's got to make you as the AD very proud at Columbia College.
Well, we are CC.
That's right.
I guess.
There you go.
So we are very proud of that, Cosmo, and very proud of the work that our staff does. I think we have as fine a coaching staff as any college at any level. I think they all work hard to not only succeed on the court, but do it the right way. And to have that level of success across the board is something that I think all of us at Columbia College are proud of. I know our fans are. Cosmo, you mentioned earlier how the fans were involved in one of our games in terms of just being appreciative of the level of effort. And I think our fans are really appreciative of the caliber of student athletes that choose Columbia College.
And you stop and other, when one season's done, you got some of the girls from volleyball are helping out, or softball's helping out during basketball games, and everybody's involved with each other's success, and you can hear them cheering each other on at the respective contests and games. And our guest last week with Coach Mike Davis, Ashley Fisher from Harrisburg, we filmed the show, and I told her after the game on Thursday, I said, you've kept the streak alive. Every player we've had on throughout the season, either that night or the next night, is definitely won the game or had a great night. I know Edgar Reyna with the soccer team goes out and gets a hat trick the night after we taped the coaches show, and so she definitely continued that with a 22-point night and AMC Player of the Week, which they've had, I think, 5 of the Players of the Week throughout the season for the Lady Cougars. And again, just another successful run as we head down for this big day on Saturday against William Woods.
I think something I'd like to add to all of that, though, Cosmo, is we just had our athletic director's honor roll. Mm-hmm. And we honored all student athletes who achieved a 3.0 or higher in the first semester, and over 64% of our department was out there on that court. Yeah. And I'm a real firm believer in the whole packages we've already mentioned in terms of student athletes, and to have that level of student represent us and do the national things that you've already talked about is really amazing.
Yeah, to be stellar in the classroom and receive all the accolades that the team has received, both on the court and off the court. As we get set, a couple big games. We'll see on Saturday. Travel safe to St. Louis, and we'll see what happens after the final game in conference play as we see who wins out for the conference tournament.
Thanks, Cosmo.
Bob Burchard, Athletic Director and Head Coach of the men's basketball team at Columbia College. Again, for the full schedule of playoffs for the tournament for both men and women, online at ColumbiaCougars.com. Also softball, first home game coming up on the 16th of next month. And more details on Wendy Spratt's team. She'll be joining us here in upcoming episodes as well here on the Cougars Coaches Show. For all that info, again, ColumbiaCougars.com. Thanks for watching.